ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is going to be what we call open mic. Open mic. With open mic, you are welcome to call in at any hour, any moment in the course of the show to make a contribution. It could be a question, it could be an answer to a question, or whatever that you may have in mind, because we like to give the opportunity to every one of you out there listening, be it from ground zero or here in the diaspora, to be able to call, to chip in what you have been thinking in your mind about this struggle for Ambazonia's independence. So please, I'd like you to go ahead to hit your share button, let everybody join. Many people were not expecting me to be on this morning because I didn't advertise. But I just come because I know I've been out of here for a while. I'm glad to be here to share with you what is going on in Ambazonia's struggle for independence actualization. So I'd like to say good evening to every one of you tuning in from ground zero and in the diaspora. Thank you for tuning in. I want to believe you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please do me the favor, go ahead and hit your share button. Hit your share button. Let everybody who can join the platform. We're going to discuss tonight what has been going on ground zero. But before I get there, again, do me the favor, go ahead, hit your share button. There is so much I'm going to be talking about today. So please do me the favor so that I can come back quickly and start this. Hit again your share button. Let everybody know the Anchor Man is live right here, right now. I'll be right back.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you for staying put and hitting your share button for others to join. Please continue to do so as we bring you the show. Unfortunately, we are not able to be live on YouTube this evening, but we'll make sure that next time we are on YouTube. There have been some policy changes on YouTube for live broadcasting. We've not yet adjusted to that, and that is why we are not there today, but we are here on the satellite and I believe and on Facebook. Again, continue to hit your share button. I got a number of things to talk about today, and remember, this is again, open mic. This is open mic, which means at any moment in the course of the show, if you have the phone number, you can call and stop me at any moment to ask a question or to make a contribution, no matter where you may be. And so today I will be talking about the arson on the home of Moja. Karma isn't yet done with Moja, it seems. And we also will be talking about the ADF, the Benu Road opening allegedly, and the taxi color stuff. We will also be talking about quite a number of things that I will be bringing them to you as we proceed. But I'd like you to stay put and watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming from Ground Zero. We learn of the news of the burning the burning of Moja's home, what they call it, palace. And boy, I'd like you to take a look at the image.
And the one this will happen for Boasa for Sunday nights, night breaking Monday for Boasa, for inside palace for Boasa village. Achieve 2 o'clock, around 2 a.m. for nights. You know, the intervention for some people where they be near the house all be with flames. Achieve Moja, and the houses where they put, and the houses where they don't put fire for night. If not of intervention from youth and for village, the whole house will be up in flames. At the houses. Adore this way they broke out. Adore this way they broke out. We see our tools, I want the tool now. Hammer this way, we talk about where they use them. But adore this way they broke out. So we take and see them. Then we come outside. We meet up a notice where they write them. Apologies. Now notice this will come. Oh, meet up. Now notice this will meet up where they live for dog. Now they notice this will meet up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So again, I call this karma not done with Moja yet. Now you all will recall that Moja has been a thorn in the flesh of our restoration fighters in the course of these 8 years of war launched against us by La République du Cameroon. Moja, who happens to be a traditional leader, a chief in the Boya municipality, decided, took it all upon himself, formed his own army of hoodlums and began going around, not only arresting and torturing those fighting for even his own freedom, but even for the freedom of all civilians in Ambazonia. But he didn't end at that. He decided to launch a tribal warfare in Boya and Fako municipality as a whole against those coming from the northern zone of Ambazonia, essentially trying to set a form of division between the northern zoners and the southern zoners in the Fako area. Now, after going beyond the line in the eyes of his masters, La République du Cameroon, they picked him up, they arrested him, and fired him from the BIRO, the elite military team in La République du Cameroon. They fired him from there, essentially demoted him. He was picked up or arrested, detained. Some people say he was again detained, that he is still in detention as of the moment. That I'm not sure, I've not been able to confirm that. But the last time we were told he was released thanks to Colonial Senator Mbela Moki. But a few weeks ago, I learned that he was picked up and is still under detention. Again, I cannot confirm that. But what has happened? What has happened to his palace in Boya may be a testament to the fact that the guy is not actually within the municipality of Boya, because I don't know where you would be for people to boldly walk onto the palace, walk into it, and set it on fire. So I guess the guy is still in detention, as we are being told. That is the only reason why somebody could be bold enough, considering all the incantations and the snakes and whatever you can think of that are supposedly confined within that palace. So, but whoever did this, I think Moja would realize by this time You cannot fight against your own people, no matter how powerful you think you may be, no matter how protected and no matter how connected you think you may be. Moja was going around rubbing shoulders with the governor, colonial governor, rubbing shoulders with the Prime Minister Dion Ngute, rubbing shoulders with the military leadership, and he thought he had impunity, invincibility. But apparently, just as, they will always use you before dumping you, Moja was used and dumped, and look at what is happening to him. The karma is not over. First, he is picked up and put behind bars, and now the palace has gone under flames. Would this be the last? I am not sure. I am just not sure. But this, again, ladies and gentlemen, should be a warning to every blackleg and every enabler. We classified Moja as an enabler, not just a blackleg. Blacklegs are the ones that hide behind the curtain to expose the activities of Ambazonia restoration fighters. Enablers are those who show themselves, who show their faces, like CPDM politicians. The Acha Rose, is it Acha Rose of Momo? I will be coming to that because there's a story about that. The Acha Rose, the Paul Tassongs, the Paul Atanganji, everybody named Paul in La République du Cameroon, they are no good. Anything named Paul in La République du Cameroon, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing good about them as long as they serve in the Cameroon government. So, those are people, the kind of people we call enablers, those whose faces we know in the cause of their enabling. The Paul Atanganjis, the Mojas, the Franklin, Franklin in Jome, the guy has long died down. They call him country people or my country people, the guy who hides in London for 8 years. He will not show his face, but he thinks he is fighting for some institution. We call him a blackleg. Everybody fighting for La République du Cameroon, whose face we won't see, that is an enabler. The blacklegs again are those whose faces, what am I saying? The blacklegs again are those who hide. The blacklegs are those who hide and do stuff for La République du Cameroon. Enablers are those faces that we see. The Condatatus will be considered a blackleg, not an enabler. Of course, they can all be called both. But those who have their faces out there, those whom we know in La République du Cameroon as enablers of La République du Cameroon's genocide on Ambazonia, those are the ones we call enablers. And Moja was one of them. And he is finally beginning to pay for it. What lesson can you learn? What lesson can his fellow enablers learn? The lesson is this. If you think that you are safe and protected by the regime in Yaoundé, I bet you when the moment, your own moment of reckoning like this one comes, you will realize La République du Cameroon doesn't care about you. I am talking to you, all of you, the so-called ministers, Ambazonian ministers in La République du Cameroon. I'm talking to you, the so-called CPDM politicians in La République du Cameroon, even so-called opposition politicians from Ambazonia in La République du Cameroon. I had the other day or 2 weeks ago, one of their so-called opposition leaders called me and said, Comrade Chris, you know, we have a chance in this coming election. We have a chance to finally turn things around, get our people in place in Yaoundé, in parliament, in the in the Senate, and we can use them to change things. And I looked at this guy and I said, sir, for how long have you been running for election? How long has your political party been running for elections in Cameroon, campaigning for elections in Cameroon for all these years? How come, even when things look fairer, a little bit fairer, except that Biya will bring in fake election observers to monitor so-called elections. So I asked this politician, how long has your political party existed, sir, on the ground? He told me. And I asked him, for all these years, how many council seats has your party won? Zero. Zero. How many parliamentarians? Zero. How many senators, I should call them? Zero. Now you think you can go and win now and change everything and give us Ambazonia? Sir, you're making a mistake. It is not going to happen. Never will happen. For as long as the same people, the same faces, the same regime that has organized all elections in La République du Cameroon stays in place and organizes this coming election in that damn country. So this idea that we can just stay back and allow the SDF, because the leaders are so-called Anglophones, and allow, what is Paul Ayan a party, call it Action Party something, and allow them to go and run elections and bring it to Ambazonia so our people should go out and vote. You are jokers. So you think that for 8 years, these people have paid the price of freedom for nothing, or for your bellies to go and run elections, come and legitimize La République du Cameroon inside Ambazonia with a nonsense elections? Of course, we're not going to accept that. We cannot accept that. Elections are not taking place in Ambazonia, and anybody running for an office in Ambazonian soil, you are considered a La République du Cameroon citizen or a blackleg or enabler. That's all you are. That's all that you are. You are in Ambazonia and you are trying to campaign for elections in our soil on behalf of La République du Cameroon to legitimize Cameroon elections in Ambazonia. You are considered an enabler. That's just who you are. Because you are trying to send the message to the international community, to the world, that you see this election took place in Ambazonia, and even Ambazonian politicians, opposition leaders participated. Do you know why Paul Atangi went to Bamenda and created the SDDF? Was it SDDF? Yeah, SDD. Do you know why? Because Atangi foresaw the possibility that no political party in Ambazonia will take part in that their election, and so created a fake party called SDDF, so that at the end of the day, they are able to go out and tell the international community that, you know, the elections were free and fair and they took place all over the national territory, and even in Ambazonia where crisis, they call it crisis, where crisis have been going on. So even there were elections. Our own people cannot, our own people must not contribute to legitimizing any La République elections in our territory. And let me assure all of you, you go there, you run for mayor, you run for parliamentarian, you will live in Yaoundé. Your home, your abode, your stay will be in Yaoundé, because you will not be allowed to run any council, any municipality in Ambazonia, in Ambazonian soil, on behalf of La République du Cameroon. That we're not going to allow that to happen. And so everybody on ground zero, listen to me, to the sound of my voice. We are not going to join these hungry politicians who just want, oh my, these are not politicians. I don't even want to call them politicians. They are hungry, desperately hungry folks. How long has the SDF been running elections in Cameroon? I left Cameroon, went on exile because of the, partly because of the SDF. That party has never won a single election. The very first year the SDF contested for elections in Cameroon was the best they ever had. And after that, they started dwindling. I think they have about 7 senators, or is it 7 parliamentarians, or is it 14 parliamentarians, and about 7 senators. And they were, no, not up to 7 senators. Beer actually sorry they may give them, I think 1 or 2 senators. And they want us to believe that, oh, this time, if we, Ambazonians, can just give them the chance to just run for the elections, because there's going to be a transition in La République du Cameroon, that this time they are going to win, and then they will change the country. That one now lie. It's a fat lie. And if you hear that lie on ground zero, reject it, there is nothing, zero, that any political party can do at this moment to bring any change, the kind of change we are looking for in that country. It is not going to happen. So that is why we are saying there is no need for us trying to make La République du Cameroon's elections look legitimate in our territory. We've got to stay away from it. And if you see any of their politicians for your backyard, stone them. They don't have to be there. You see any polling stations of La République du Cameroon for your backyard, burn it. They are not welcome. They are invaders, occupiers. They are not welcome. You see any office, so-called, what do they call it, Elekam? You see Elekam office, put it down. Put it down. They are usurping their powers upon us. It is our country. It is our territory. And if you are a civilian, you don't have to wait for the ARF, the restoration forces, to do this. Smart and intelligent civilians can do this, because often these offices are within your locality. Their offices, Elekam offices, and so-called these party leaders running for election, they are within you. They are not our friends. They are not, we cannot call them comrades. They are not patriots. They are dangerous. But I hope that those people look at what is happening to Moja, and for once learn a lesson. That if they think that for a moment they can hide behind the present protection that they have from Yaoundé, a time will come. They will begin to receive their recompense, as we see here in the case of Moja. Moja thought he was all invincible. He thought he was surrounded with power. He thought he was untouchable, just as in those days of Patrick Ekema, isn't it? They all thought they were untouchable. But what happened? Ekema became touchable, and he got escorted to the world beyond. Moja is even lucky he is still alive. He is very lucky he is still alive. La République would have killed him and pretend and say, Amba boys killed him. Yeah, we know that. La République would have killed him, slaughter him, and then dump his corpse on the highway and say, Amba tracked him down. But again, even so, karma continues to follow Moja. And ladies and gentlemen, if I were in your place and doing exactly what he has been doing, I bet you I will be withdrawing. I will be withdrawing if I were in your place, seeing what is happening to Moja, and even these other guys, so-called Nkonda titles, who hide his face under the bed in London and do social media surrogacy. Listen, all of these guys, I hope you guys learn from Njume Franklin. Where is Njume Franklin today? The guy quickly learned. He quickly learned and retreated. It's been like 2 years I didn't hear the mouth or the voice of Njume Franklin. He learned it the hard way. Now, another person who hasn't learned yet, I learned his success in Congo. I learned that success in Congo is actually running for president of La République du Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Success in Congo is running for president of La République du Cameroon. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That Success in Congo, Dr. Success, remember that, is running for president of La République du Cameroon. This is the guy who wants us to believe he is this warrior, or he was this warrior. If you ask Success in Congo about the very first fighting force that escalated on ground zero when this conflict started, Success in Congo will tell you he started it, and you will be right. You will be correct. The Moja, what did they call it? Moja something. Success in Congo actually started the first fighting group on the ground. The ADF will want you to, the AFC will want you to know that they were the first. That's a lie. It was Success in Congo who launched the first fighting force on ground zero in Moja. But look at how much Success in Congo has transitioned. Ladies and gentlemen, they say the race can never be for the fastest, for the quickest. No, the race would never be for the quickest or fastest. It will never be. Success in Congo has gone from being the commander and the founder of the first Ambazonian fighting force on the ground, precisely in Moja, to becoming an enabler. Now remember those images of certain refugees, including Nambere, parading the corridors in Yaoundé, brought from Nigeria. Oh, we are going to now resettle you, we will give you whatever you want and get you to go back to work and do something. Success in Congo was actually promised millions for that assignment. He was told, if you can bring these refugees to Yaoundé, if you can get them to come to Yaoundé, so we'll use them for propaganda, we are going to give you millions. Success in Congo went around fooling the refugees, got a handful of them, including Nambere, and they took them to Yaoundé. Why the refugees remain over there? Congo went back to Nigeria, waiting for his millions from La République du Cameroon. But the moment the millions did not come, Success Congo said he will expose everybody. I'm still waiting for him to expose them. Now it's more than 1 year or 2 years now. We are still waiting for him to expose them. Once in a while he makes these audios. If you hear his voice, you think that, wow, this guy is a fighter. He is no fighter. Now he has graduated for that, and Success Congo Alaulan is running for president of La République du Cameroon, from an independentist, I guess, to a federalist, and now to an indivisible Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about inconsistency. People who came into this struggle just for their belly, hoping to reap quick benefits for themselves. You only know people enough with time. The passage of time is when you can really say you know people enough. And we have seen a lot of them. Many of them have turned into enablers. As I'm saying, the Success in Congo, the Dr. Wu was in Maryland. What is the other name? Dr. Wu, this guy who was Sarko's spokesperson in Maryland. You have the other guy from Indian who had these forces in India. The names have gone off my mind, but you know all of them. You know all of them. The passage of time reveals a lot in people's character and ability to be consistent. And we have seen so many of them falling by the wayside in the course of these 8 years. And I really hope that they are learning their lessons, seeing what is happening, seeing what has happened or is continued, what is happening with Moja under confinement. And now the palace, as you can see on your screen, is burned down. The palace is burned down. ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is the first subject for tonight. Please stay tuned, stay put. I'm going to be right back with the next subject on the lineup.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com.
All right, thank you for staying put in there, ladies and gentlemen. I come to you with a very, very sad news, and I want to believe that this will be an eye-opener to every Southern Cameroonian, Ambazonian, anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Now, have you guys recalled for how many decades that the Southern Cameroons was promised a deep seaport in Victoria? Do you guys remember that? I don't think you will recall that. La République du Cameroon, year in, year out, came to us with its politicians, and they told us the Limbe or Victoria Deep Seaport is coming. We waited for years, for decades, and it has not come. A few years ago, we were told that, the contract for the Victoria Deep Seaport has been given to a Korean company. It's about 3 years now. And that hasn't happened. Now, what you find on your screen, it says, after deep seaport, cement plant, shipyard. Now, these are all what they promise. Ladies and gentlemen, for Victoria, a deep seaport, a cement factory, a shipyard. This is really sad. I feel really sad. What we think of these things, year in, year out, these promises, ladies and gentlemen. A deep seaport, we all know about that. A shipyard, we all know about that. And a cement factory. All these were promised for Victoria. Now, I think about 4 years ago, we all recall that while this war was raging, Sonara was brought down. Sonara was brought down. They call it an accident, but I call it brought down. Now, we were also told at a point in time, I think about a year ago, that the Russians have been given the contract to refurbish what was left of the oil refinery in Victoria. We were told that the Russians were given the contract to renovate it. At a point in time, I think I also learned that the Chinese were given the contract to renovate Sonara. It's been about 3 or 4 years today since Sonara was burnt down. Now, they kept promising they are coming to come and do the repairs and get it back up and running. How many of us knew we are coming meant coming to Kribi or going to Kribi in Paul Biya's backyard to build a new oil refinery to forget Victoria, to dumb Victoria. That is a story there. I've seen it in 2 newspapers. Government dribbles Limbe again. Takes bitumen plant to Kribi. So the Biya government has given out a contract to build an oil refinery in Kribi. And while Victoria, that has served the country for all these years, since 1974, I believe, or 72, we were left in ruins. Does it look like what we've been through before, what the Southern Cameroons has been through before? Do you remember the Cameroon ban? Do you remember the marketing board? Do you remember all the parastatals that Cameroon took over from the Southern Cameroons and destroyed and forgot about it? Sonara has gone exactly that same route. Sonara has gone the same route. If anybody tells you that the public is coming to Victoria to come and renovate and refurbish Sonara and get it back up and running, forget about it. They are not coming. For decades, they haven't showed up for the deep sea port. I remember as a secondary school student, I think I was still in Form 3 or Form 4, I was very interested in current developments. I remember hearing Dr. E.M.L. Indele a few years before he died at a conference in Victoria, lambasting and wondering about, asking the government, that damn government, what happened to the deep sea port? What happened? When did Indele die? I think it's probably about almost 30 years today. And we are still talking about the absence of a Limbe Victoria deep sea port. We're still talking about that. It's nowhere to be found. We only hear of contracts of those who are going to do the work. We never see the work kick off. Never, ever. But this is why this is important, fellow Ambazonians. This is why it is important. If you think that this fight we are waging today, if we just forget about it and go back to Cameroon, that things will be fine. If they are doing this in the middle of a war in which we are saying you've cheated us all these years, you marginalized us all these years, you annexed us all these years, if they are still doing this after 8 years, actually, 2 months now it will be 8 years. If they are still doing this, what makes you to think that, oh, if we just, for the sake of peace, just lay down tools and get back to them, that everything will come okay? That is not going to happen. This is the more reason why we have to fight, ladies and gentlemen, till the end. Till the end. By taking the oil refinery from Victoria to Kribi, they are telling you, we are never coming back to that your Victoria, because by chance you run away with it, we will suffer. But listen, even if you take it to Kribi, the good thing is that that oil is not coming out of Kribi. We take over our country, we will cut that pipe that sends that oil to Kribi. It's a waste of time. It will be an exercise in futility. We will cut it off because it is our oil. You can own the pipes. We own the oil. We will refine the oil by God's grace. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we see things like this still being perpetuated by the people to come around in the midst of an 8-year war, they have no remorse to try to say, no, let's do something that will show these Anglophiles, or as they call us, let's do something that will show these Anglophiles that we care about them a little bit. And after the war is over, we can take over everything. They don't even think this way. That's to tell you how hardened they are. So we must resist. And ground zero, listen, we must resist whatever La Republic tries to do to end this war. We must resist it. We must resist it. Seeing what they are doing, we have to resist it. So please, that is that about that. I hope that it makes sense to everybody. We must see the things that we are seeing. We must resist it. Think also about the ring road. Since I was a child in secondary school, probably around Form 2 or Form 3, hearing about ring road, Bamenda ring road. Bamenda city doesn't even have streets, tallest of roads. I think 2 weeks ago I heard that, was it the African Development Bank or the World Bank has given a loan for the renovation of Bamenda, of roads in Bamenda, another contract, right? Now don't forget, this is election time. This is election time. They are coming back to play their old game. The last time we were told that the African Development Bank was sponsoring the renovation of streets in Bamenda. They brought in equipment, broke down people's homes and businesses. 2 weeks after they abandoned everything and left, it is still the same today. Now they know their elections are coming and they want the members of the SDDF to go out and vote, I guess. Now they come with a story, we are tiring Bamenda again. We are fixing Bamenda, the streets of Bamenda. Watch my words. Watch my words. The day you see the equipment roll to downtown Bamenda, give them 1 month to leave and run, probably after the elections are over. Give them 1 month to abandon them and go away. They think we are fools. Please, let's remain very hardened. Very, very hardened for as long as prosecuting this war is concerned. Please stay put. I'm going to be right back. And when I come back, I am going to talk about the so-called taxi color change. So-called taxi color change and the ADF. Thank you.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying put in there. Remember, this is open mic. Open mic, and that means you are free to call in any hour, anytime in the course of this broadcast to make a contribution. You don't have to wait until the traditional open lines to make a phone call. You can go ahead, make a phone call any moment, anytime. I'm sure, I want to believe, you have the phone line out there or the phone number out there with you. If not, we have the technician to display the phone number before I continue. So you have the phone number right there on your screen. Feel free to call any moment in the course of this to make a contribution or ask a question. So the subject, ladies and gentlemen, is that of the ADF, taxi color, and stuff. Let me see. I think somebody probably is calling to contribute. Let's see who that is. Okay. Hello. You seem to be having a poor connection, sir. You are having a poor connection. You can try to get at a better location to try again. Okay. So you have the phone number there on your screen. You can call at any moment to make a contribution to the show. But let's dive into this ADF, Mbengwe Road and taxi color thing. Now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that we came out vehemently to condemn and to cancel the so-called taxi ADF taxi color change in Bamenda. And they told us it was going to happen. We told them the people of Bamenda will not allow it to happen. We told the civilian population, you find any ADF nest anywhere within Mezam, expose them, give them up. Now, before I say anything, I know some people don't like to hear this, but before I say anything, I just want to say I still stand by that message. I still stand by that message until the day the ADF starts to behave themselves and demonstrate they are fighting for Ambazonia. Let me get to this caller first before I continue. Hello. Hello. Again, you don't have a good network, sir. You don't have a good.
Hello, comrade.
Hello. Yes, I can.
Please.
Yes, so you don't have a good network. Just talk quickly.
Hello, good evening, comrade Chris.
Good evening, sir. Go on. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from? Sir, your network is not good. You may have to change your phone. You may have to change your phone before you call. So I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, that whatever I said concerning the ADF about this taxi color change and the destruction of civilians' property and the killing of civilians to change the color of a vehicle, I stand by it. And I was speaking on behalf of this interim government. We stand by it. Anybody on ground zero who carries a gun and turns the guns against civilians, you are not fighting for Ambazonia. You are fighting for your belly. And we ask the civilian population, if they find you anywhere, they should give you up, hand you over for execution. Whatever they want to do. In the past, just a little over 1 week, 6 ADF fighters have been brought down. Whereby who, I don't care to know, but what I care to know is that they were brought down, and they were not brought down working for Ambazonia. They were brought down working for their bellies, and who else, I don't know. I have heard some people say, Comrade Chris, no, you cannot say that, else other Amba fighters will be targeted. Other Amba fighters who are doing the right thing have been fighting for how many years? And you don't hear anything like this. You don't hear what is happening in Mezam by the ADF, in Batibo by the ADF, anywhere else in Ambazonia. You don't hear it anywhere. You only hear it where the ADF finds itself. So no, the patriotic restoration fighters of Ambazonia will not fall victim because people know they're doing the right thing. Let me get to this caller here. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, can you turn down the volume of your TV and focus on the phone, please?
Hello?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Turn down the volume of your TV and focus on the phone.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Bafusam-La Republic.
All right. What is your contribution?
My contribution is that I love you people. I love the way you people are handling the program. We are impressed. We are in a La Republic. So everybody that know that La Republic is a fake country cannot come out from La Republic. All those things they were saying that they want to make a gypsy port in Limbe is their lifestyle. They will never work. Yes. So we should learn from that because nothing that can never do anything. They will leave a Limbe because they know that they have already lost the war. So I want to advise all the Ambazonian people that are doubting Thomas. They should know that.
All right. All right. Thank you. Your network is not very good. I hear you, and I hope that others understand what you are saying. Okay. Let's get to this other caller here. Hello, sir.
Hello, Comrade Chris. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Where you the call from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Ngokutinga County. I first of all tried because of network glitches. I had to change my answer.
Oh, you were the one trying to call earlier.
Yes.
And you are calling from Ngokutinga?
Okay. Ngokutinga County, yes.
Wonderful. All right. What is on your mind, sir?
Yeah. So I just want to talk about ADF.
Okay.
ADF is a non-event, They wanted our people to, distrust us and then go against us.
Right.
Without their issue of taxi kind of things.
Right. They wanted civilians to turn against this struggle.
It's us, exactly. Those are the kind of things that make us to really know that Ayabacho is not for this struggle. And then secondly, you see, when you look at what F1 Big Number was doing in Matibo, he had never fought the Republic. They were living beside the road and having two pickups. The military will come, leave them there, and then go into the bushes to look for armor fighters. I mean, it is easy and simple to understand that. So I think they have failed.
The things that they displayed made it very clear they were not fighting for Ambazonia. Tell me which other Ambazonian fighter could be riding in trucks anywhere in Ambazonia.
That is it.
Knowing the dangers of it. Not even Field Marshal could do that in the BLM that was deserted.
Yeah. So they have been exposed, and I think they are just like this Sparta that dies but never surrenders. But I think within a short time, he will give up. That one is very certain because he's unable to push through La Republic agenda.
Well, the population will continue. The population will continue to go after their hard outs until they are all smoked out. Wherever they are.
What happened to this other one in Bamenda who has been burning taxis there? I think it served as a great example to them.
Yeah.
They will have to be the ODS.
Right. Thank you for the call. You guys stay safe out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to advise, encourage the population on the ground. You find anything called ADF anywhere in your backyard, in your community, give them up. The day that they come up and present themselves as Ambazonian fighters, by showing where they are fighting against La République du Cameroon, showing us La République du Cameroon's army they are chasing or going after, like what we see in Bui on a daily basis, the Bui warriors. You see these boys in Ngoketunja, is it the only bro? You see General you in the Boyo. You saw that car that they destroyed. That truck, the La Republique truck that they destroyed the other day, that was in Boyo. I think we have that video here. Let's play that video from Boyo Place. Look at that. Okay. That was again in Boyo from the boys of General Inu in Boyo. That was, I think, a few days ago. That was last week. This is the kind of work that genuine, legitimate restoration fighters are doing. We see their work. Show me anything that looks like this that the ADF has ever done in 8 years. Anytime you hear about the ADF, it is about kidnapping. Nothing more. It is always about kidnapping. I don't want to sound like I'm making this up. If you are out there and you know of an action that the ADF has ever carried out in 8 years, like what I just showed you from Boyo, please call the phone, call the number here and tell me that I'm lying. For 8 years, we have not seen anything like that coming from the ADF fighters. And they are there, they want us to believe they are fighting for Ambazonia. No, please. We don't want our population to think that this is the way this war was meant to be. It was never meant to be this way. The war was meant to be against La Republique du Cameroon and its interests. The ARF restoration fighters were created to protect you, to defend you against French Cameroon invasion and aggression. Not to kidnap you, go for ransom, burn your home, burn your cars, burn your taxis, come out with high-sounding programs. Taxation what? Taxi color change, all that stuff, all that nonsense. Let me see, somebody wrote something about those their program. You have liberation tax. They come out with all these high-sounding but empty programs. Liberation tax, taxi color change. You have no CIMAC number plates and so on. And when I hear this thing, they have done liberation tax. They have done CIMAC plate number. They have done what they call I don't know whether even so-called community schools, they still exist. They have done all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me how much, if there is a smidgen of how it has pushed the struggle by any means. Nothing. You cannot show. But they just sit there, take ransom, enrich themselves, and they want you to think that, to embrace them as Ambazonian fighters, they are thugs. They are thugs. And we must consider them as such until the day they turn around and begin to fight like every other restoration fighters of Ambazonia. But the civilians also must be able to draw the line. This is very important. The civilians must be able to draw the line. We have fighters inside Mezam, ladies and gentlemen, who are legitimate ARF fighters who want to do nothing but to save, to deliver Ambazonia from the fangs of La Republique du Cameroon. Please, we must at every time on ground zero be able to distinguish between thugs and rook fighters and genuine or legitimate fighters, so that we don't all paint them with a broad brush. It is very important. Now, I listened to an audio sent out by one of ADF commander the other day announcing that Mbengui Road is going to be open tomorrow. Tuesday. Now, they shut down that road, I think for about 3 or 4 years. They allow Cameroon officials, administrators to use the road. They allow the Cameroon military to use the road. In fact, I learned that the Cameroon army camp was just a stone throw from their own. But they shut down the road to civilians. Civilians living in Bengui have to go through Bali to get to Bamenda, and they had to pay the sum of 4,500 or 5,000, any of those, as I've gathered, just from Mbengui into Bamenda. And they have to pay the same amount, I believe, to go back from Bamenda to Mbengui. So if you are living in Bengui to Bamenda, Bamenda to Mbengui, prepare 10,000 francs. 10,000 francs before you get home. Thanks to the thugs called the ADF. Now, they have said they are opening the road tomorrow. I am waiting to see the road open. They should not think that saying they are opening the road, they are not doing anybody favor. What they have done was never supposed to be done. And I think they still deserve their punishment. And I think the only reason they want to open the road now is because they are being smoked out of their hideout at Alabukam, where they hide to stop the road. Let me get to this phone caller first. All right. Hello. Hello. I think you have a poor network, sir. You got a poor network. All right. You may want to change your location or change your phone to call. So, again, by unblocking the road, they should not think they are doing anybody favor. What they did was criminal, not just illegitimate, but criminal. And I hope that the people in Mbengui will not give them any accolades for anything. What they did was a crime. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your voice is very low. Can you raise your voice a little bit?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Where did you call from?
From Bamenda.
Okay. What will be your contribution?
My contribution because of the ADF way they talk.
All right, go on.
I just follow Ego C. I hear how there is nothing else and they talk about policy going. We see which way they go on the ground. So I just want for confirm and say I don't see like there is a chance I may be a woman rapper. Because today or day we need, tomorrow they decide. So
you know, the problem, hold on there. You know, the problem with some of these, our so-called learned gentlemen and women, is that in the way they conduct themselves, you don't see any education, no common sense, no consistency in them. Because I do not know how. I invited Thomas Sang to come here and let's discuss, let's debate this so-called taxi color. He ran and then went on the social media dropping posts here and there, and people are insulting him over nothing that he should not be doing. So I don't understand some of these guys. They have big heads like mine, but the head has no common sense at all. I'm coming to you. How do you ask thousands of people to go changing the color of their cars and you cannot protect them from the consequences? All right, go on.
I really appreciate because I don't follow just before they come on. I don't follow at the hour you only day for criticize for any policy where they bring them. I just look at the thing the family say. They say we complain for ground people but I just be the thing they want me say we not feel to suffer. And then they say if you move 1 million by taxi, all of us 25,000.
Right.
Then you follow it go the person go ground. They just talk. I just look at and say no, maybe because in this way they will be out for.
No, those people have no plan. They have no vision. All they do is every once in a while they come out with a high sounding title or plan, and then you look into it, you don't see. I mean, it doesn't hold water. It doesn't. I asked them, how does changing the color of a car from whatever from yellow to blue and white, how is that going to take us a step further? But not only that, you are putting the civilians in danger, because if 3 or 4 taxis should change their color, you are putting them in danger in front of La République du Cameroon. And when Cameroon picks them up, ADF will not go for them. They have not gone for Ambazonia for the past 8 years. Why would they go for 3 people that are picked up because they changed their taxi color? Unrealistic, high-sounding, empty, nothing so-called programs. All right.
Just the short time they will come. All these lorries and they will cash and put them for there. They will go out for there for go cash and take them for off station where they own cash people in there.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. So, but the good thing about all of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that ADF is paying the price for its nonsense. They are paying the price for their nonsense, not just in the fact that the taxi color change thing is not working, but also don't forget, they have sacrificed about six, where they call them fighters. I don't like calling them fighters. 6 of their so-called fighters have been killed in just over a week. 6 of them have been killed. 6 of them have been killed. I hope they'll learn a lesson. And the rest of the fighters who are left also learn a lesson. Again, this war was never meant to be about fighters picking up arms, turning them against civilians, to intimidate them, abduct them, take money from them, and sometimes destroy their properties, and in some cases kill them, as we've seen always in the hands of the ADF. We hear of the work that the Bui Unity Warriors are doing on a daily basis in Bui County. Tell me, how many times have you heard that Bui Warriors picked up a civilian? In 6 months, you may not hear that a single civilian was picked up in Bui. You never hear that. You will not hear that in Boyo. You don't hear that in Kumba. No, you don't hear that anywhere else. I mean, places where the war is fiercely going on. You don't hear that civilians are abducted. You don't hear that money is taken from civilians. But wherever you find the ADF, you hear that civilians are abducted. You hear that civilian property is destroyed. You hear that civilians are killed. So please, to everybody on ground zero, you find the abbot of the ADF anywhere near you. If you cannot take them out by yourself, give them offer a better power, a stronger power to take them out. So far, 6 are gone. 6 are gone. I hope that their leadership and those who remain, they make a U-turn and for once begin to defend Ambazonia and not fight the civilian population. They do that, they continue to do that, we will continue to advocate for their elimination. until they are all gone. All right. I take a short break out and I come back and we continue. Remember, the phone line is open.
You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media.
In the Market Square. Prince Pierre-Marie Fogam. Yes.
Setting an example.
Yes.
For those who are running away to come back. Here's the man who spoke to. Meaning the law market.
So that is good. That is great. Allah.
Go ahead.
My Lord, what are you going to tell your population, please? What are you going to tell the population?
No. We're prepared to. Things are coming more and more normal. We are preparing to bring back the market.
Okay.
That our women, our mothers can come and sell and buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The images you find right there, that guy you look at the face there is supposed to be the so-called colonial officer for the BLM. The guy you are looking, the image you are looking there, that guy is supposed to be the colonial divisional officer for not the BLM, but ALO, LGA. They call it ALO subdivision in La Republic. But now, what you see him, what you find him doing there, clearing the grass. He is clearing the grass in front of. I understand that's supposed to be his office. For 8 years, they have been trying to tell people, oh, normalcy has returned, normalcy is back. But as you can see, normalcy has never been back. Let me ask you the question. When did you find a colonial officer cutting the grass all by himself? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. In that country, where did you ever find a colonial officer cutting the grass all alone by himself? Look at that guy. That is the DO, the subdivisional, not subdivisional, they call it in their terminology. The subdivisional officer for a law in the BLM county, over there, cutting grass, chopping the grass all by himself. And guess what? The message he wants to send is that things are coming back to normal, and so we have to take care of the environment. But I know that in the hell good old days, they will get our parents from their homes to go and cut that grass. But look at, they are doing it by themselves. In the first image that I showed you, that was the mayor. The colonial mayor whom I have something to say about. Where is that? Okay. Now, in this other one is the colonial mayor. Yeah. The colonial mayor of the BLM. They call him Pierre-Marie something. Is it Fogap? I think they call him Pierre-Marie Fogap. That is the mayor for our law in the BLM county. Again, they have long been trying to let us believe that normalcy is back. And I ask the question, if normalcy is back, why are they doing this all by themselves? When in that country, the DO, the mayor by himself, take the cutlass to enter the bush to cut it down. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody told you we are not winning this war, know that they are lying to you. Now, this guy that you see here is actually very much wanted in the BLM. He collected, I am told, he collected a list of fighters in the BLM, handed it over to their comrade, the senior divisional officer in Menji. And they have used that list to kill at least 6 fighters in the BLM. We are sending a message to Pierre-Marie that he can hang around and cut the grass and pretend as if everything is okay. We want to assure you, sir, you will pay for what you have done in our law. All the restoration fighters who have died in your hands, now we know. You put out a message by yourself. You mention the name by yourself. You call them out. Now, they are coming after you, and I can assure you, they will get you, sir. They will get you, sir, and we will make sure that they do. You will either have to be on their side or on the side of the Republic as you are now. But I want to assure you, if you think that you are standing elections in our law to continue to be the colonial mayor there, the time is coming, you will not be there, sir. I can assure you that. So, I hope you take note of that. Now, let me take you to something quite interesting here. I want you to take a pause and watch this video, this footage here, coming from Kenya. The footage is coming from Kenya, and I'd like you to take a look, and tell me how you think about it. Tell me what you think about it.
Unaiona toka unaanza kula paka unamaliza. Neno tunafanyana timing. Iliwe tamu. Sio unaiona kabisa, unajua yani haina competition. Nyama unaiona toka unaanza kula mpaka unamaliza. Nyama unafanyiana timing. Ile tamu. Sio unaiona kabisa, unajua yani haina competition.
All right. What you are watching there, ladies and gentlemen, is coming out of Kenya. Look at Kenyan politicians and government officials running, escaping into the bushes to have lunch, chased by the power of the people. The power of the people. Those are government officials. Kenyan government officials, ministers, hiding in the forest to take lunch because people's power chased them away. Who says there is no democracy in Kenya? I don't care whatever they say the government there may be doing, but when you see things like this and you realize that they were chased away by the people, how dare you say there is no democracy in Kenya in spite of the shortcomings? And that their leader, the president, will step out and say, I am withdrawing the bill in its entirety. That is democracy. But this footage here is important because I hope that we are looking at this. Both Ambazonians and the Republican citizens, they are looking at this. Who says beer is too powerful to chase out? Who say their senators and their parliamentarians are too powerful to chase out? Who says their ministers are too powerful and their general managers too powerful and their governors to chase out? You can chase them out. And I really wish, especially for the Republic of Cameroon, that one of these days you guys will rise up to take your destiny into your hands as the Kenyans did. How do you have one person ruling you for how many years? 42 years. 40. Do you know how many presidents that have come and gone in America, in London, in France, in 42 years? Do you know how many? But in Cameroon, one person has been there for those 42 years. If you guys cannot learn from what is happening in Kenya, if you guys cannot learn from what has happened in Kenya, I don't know if any of you is going to learn anything anytime soon. I don't know whether you really have the desire to see change in your own country. We are trying to build a better country, ladies and gentlemen, a better country in Ambazonia, a country that will listen to the cries of the people, and their ministers and parliamentarians won't have to run into the bush like this, chased by the people. But the people will be there knowing that they are, the ministers and the leaders will be wherever they are, knowing that they are seated there on behalf of the people, and they will just do the right thing like it is done in developed communities, societies. All right, I'm going to come back and open the phone lines. Open the phone lines, take your calls for about 15 minutes, and we will call it a night.
ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricativ@gmail.com.
All right.
ABS can help you
The
reach your
phone
target
line
audience.
is open. The phone line is open. You can go ahead, call in, and let's know what you have in mind. Let's get your contributions. I see. Hi, Comrade Chris. I strongly believe you have seen this great news. What is the great news? Let's see. Oh, okay. This is about Moja house burnt. Okay. I have seen the news, sir. Thank you for forwarding it to me. But the phone line is open. You can go ahead, make a call. Let me know what you are thinking in your mind. And while you do that, I just like to remind Ambazonians that our ID cards are being produced. Ambazonia ID cards, they are being, I'm sure you can see this really good, really good. This is our ID cards. I've been talking about this now for a while. You can apply for these ID cards. You can apply for these ID cards. You can apply for the ID cards by going to the website. The website ambazoniaid.com. ambazoniaid.com. That is where you can apply for your own Amba ID card. Now, again, these cards cannot be duplicated. These cards, even if they are stolen, the pictures cannot be replaced because it has intrinsic information in this barcode. I don't know what you call it, barcode here. If anybody steals it, it can easily be detected because if this is scanned, it brings up the face of the real owner of the ID card. And so the ID cards, they are going for $50 wherever you are, whatever part of the world in which you are. Pay your fee. You go on the website ambazoniaid.com. You register. You sign in for your account, and once you sign in for your account, you can then get to the form, locate the form, the application, the ID application form. You can then locate that form and sign up for the ID cards. You can then sign up for the ID cards. Again, the website is there, ambazoniaid.com. You don't need to call anybody. On the application form, you will be able to put in all information that is required for your ID to be printed out. And you will also enter your information and upload your passport size photograph. If anything is lacking, if it is incorrectly filled, the fees are incorrectly filled, you will receive information that your application is rejected, and you will have to go back in and correct the information and push it, submit it again. And once you pay and you submit, you just need to sit and wait for your ID card to be shipped to you, no matter where you may be around the globe, in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, South America. It will be mailed to you, and you don't have to pay anything extra for the shipping. So again, let's make Ambazonia proud. If you want to make Ambazonia proud, Show everybody that you have your Ambazonia ID by going to the website, and applying for your ID. Let's get back to the phones. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you turn down the volume of your TV in the background and focus on your phone? Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Comrade Chris.
Yes, sir. Where are you to call from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Bamenda.
Okay. What is your contribution?
Yes. Yes, I want to say that concerning the issue of these taxes, the ADF should immediately stop harassing people taxes in Bamenda. We are tired. The roads are bad. Tires problem, potholes up and down. And yet, they have come and be burning people taxis. The so-called their leaders should announce it through his Scream television that he has reversed this decision, because people are tired. People are fed up.
Wait. Their leader just did what?
Their leader should withdraw that decision.
Okay.
Yes, announce it through the television. Public announcement that he has reversed this decision.
Well, he doesn't really need to do that. He doesn't have powers over anybody. All that the civilian just need to do is ignore him. He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance in this struggle. Also, all they need to do is ignore him. I mean, throughout this struggle, show me one program, effective program, that they have ever instituted effectively that benefit the general public, that benefit this struggle. None. So when somebody is in the habit of being a charlatan and a nuisance, all you do is ignore him, because you do one thing he says, he will come with the next one. And I was telling you, they have tried a lot of those. Liberation tax, oil money in London, taxi color. I mean, you can name the rest. Nothing that they have done that has pushed this struggle to another level. And so they need to be ignored. Go on, sir.
Okay. So, thank you. That is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you for the call. All right. And I would like to remind all of you out there, every Amber, that our Ambazonia Dues website is still functioning and running, and we need everybody who stands for a free and independent Ambazonia to please go on and subscribe and support this struggle. Let me get to the phones first. Hello.
Welcome, Chris.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
From Northern Zone.
Okay. Wait today for your mind, sir.
From Bengui.
From Bengui. Bengui, wonderful. I think you were trying to call before, but your line was bad. Hello?
So I want to thank you for the always stand, encourage people, because many of we on ground will count on you, because since on the beginning of this struggle, you and your family have sacrificed enough for this struggle, and we thank God because you are still standing strong and tall. So as one caller said, Thomas Ambide for Ayaba Eshan and they talk about you. So that man, I don't know how a human being will behave like that. He will come on your TV, go the other side, and will criticize your name. So
no, you can't come here anymore. You can't come here anymore. I invited him here. Of course, you know he's a regular guest here. And even when people talk against me, I don't hold grudges against them. I always bring them here. You know that. So I invited him to come. Let's have a good discussion on this taxi color thing that he is pushing all of. He ran away. He is a coward. He's not a gentleman. Go on, sir.
But how someone over there can
Well, your network is not good. You are.
Somebody.
Can you try to call?
One just for
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Well, your phone is breaking a lot. All right. Web.
This struggle, there was a policy that, yes, hold that message strong. That at the end of this year, this struggle will. The policy was not clear because there were big people in the house. And I have trust, believe in that prophet, that end of this year, the problem, the struggle will be at the table. So, YouTube should be well prepared. Many things will happen before end of this year. You people should be well prepared. There are many things on ground. Nothing should take you people on surprise. A lot of people you see so will turn upside down before end of this year. You people should be well prepared. There are many things on ground. Don't forget that prophecy. I'm the one who sent you those messages on WhatsApp. You used to text me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You should hold strong. More grace, sir.
Thank you.
More grace.
All right. So, please, before I go, I just again like to remind every one of you out there, please, the only way we can continue to prosecute this struggle is by having funds coming in. We have a website where we're collecting dues to support the work that is going on Ground Zero. There is no way we can continue to support those boys if funds are not coming in. That is just the reality of it. And so please, we are really appealing to every Ambazonian outside. We want to build a subscription of at least 5,000 Ambazonians out there. If we can build a subscription of 5,000 people giving us just $10 a month, at least $10 a month, we will have enough finances to continue to push this struggle to the expected end. We're not asking for a lot, just your $10 every month. All you need to do is please get on the website, amberdeals.com. Sign up, enter your information, and every month $10 will be taken from your account, and we will use that to prosecute the war. I'm really pleading with you. There is nothing we can do here unless we have the funds to continue to do this. Again, the website information is there on your screen. Copy it, go there. Let's make this list grow to at least 5,000 Ambas. Can you imagine the Ambazonian population in the diaspora? In Maryland, Washington, D.C. area alone, we don't have less than 50,000 Ambazonians. Listen to me. In the Maryland, Washington, D.C. area alone, I don't think we have less than 50,000 Ambazonians. Just in that area alone. Think about Texas. Think about Ohio, Minnesota, Boston, and everywhere. New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, all these places, Atlanta, Georgia. Please, we need 5,000 Ambazonians who will sign up on the website amberdeals.com and to support so that we can continue to have the funds to prosecute this war. Please, as you do that, thank you and God bless you. I'm going to end it here tonight. I want to believe all of you remain strong out there until I come back on Wednesday. I definitely will be back on Wednesday. And also I want you to know on the Friday, I will be making a very special address to Ambazonia on Friday. A very special scripted address to Ambazonia. So take note about that. Take note of Friday and make sure that you join the platform. Thank you for tuning in today. God bless you all, and you have a great night.